I was heading to Egypt, but in the middle of Malta and Egypt, I had a layover in Rome because of a mix-up with flights and everything, and I got a cheap flight and I just accepted it because who doesn't want a day in Rome? I mean, really. If you remember from the solo travel in Italy video, if you haven't seen it, go back. The Australian girl I met, Jasmine, because she was heading back to Australia pretty soon, but not. I kind of just knew she was traveling a little bit more. I knew her stuff was in Rome, so it would be like a small chance she would be in Rome or anywhere else in Europe, to be honest. But I just texted her, "Are you in Rome that day?" And she texted me, "Oh my gosh, I'm arriving that day early in the morning and I'm leaving the next day." And I'm like, I do the exact same thing. Can we meet up? And she's like, "Do you have anywhere to stay? I stay at my friend's place and you can probably stay there too if you want to." And I was like, yes. And we got to meet up again. This amazing girl I met in Naples. And she's the cutest girl ever. So she met me at the central station and she showed me around Rome, this beautiful city. It's one of the most beautiful cities I've been in, I think. I need to go back there, a day wasn't enough. Then we met up with Vida, her friend.
It was kind of... The thing was, I was wearing sweatpants and just like a teddy jacket, like the cozy big warm one. She was stunning as always. She kind of looks like a model always. He showed up in a suit because he had just been to work. So it was like, I don't know, the suit, the normal clothing who looks like a model, and me, who looks like I just came out of the gym.
Even though I just came out of a plane. But that's basically the same thing, right? And he showed us around. We saw the Vatican State. I got to go to the Vatican State, so I got a 10th country on this trip. Rome is so beautiful, and Vito is the perfect guide. He's lovely. And he bought us ice cream. Last Italian ice cream before leaving Europe. Thank you. I've actually never liked the pasta in Italy, but he was convinced he was gonna get me some pasta, and I was like, yeah, okay. I think it was just ordinary pasta, but it was so good. But there was so much food, I couldn't possibly eat all of it. And we stayed at his place, and she was leaving to go home the next day, and I was leaving to Egypt. Just walking around the streets and getting to spend a day with her again was amazing, and Vito, the perfect guy, and it was a perfect day. I was supposed to take a train that took me past the Colosseum, but if you see my videos, I don't typically go to those places, so I decided if I go the train that goes past the Colosseum, it's gonna take me so much longer to get to the airport. So I chose the shorter trip. Because I'm lazy and I didn't really bother to go there. But it was okay, I saw all the amazing stuff in Rome. I was a tourist. The next week is gonna be my first ever week in Africa. I've never been to Africa before. But all of that next week. Down to our feet, losing the feet. So I'll see you next week with more Africa music. Back to the place where we used to say, man, it feels good to feel this way. And now I know what I need. Back to the street, back to the place, back to the room where it all began. Back to the room where it all began. 'Cause it's 9 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. You're good 'cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. You're good 'cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. You're good 'cause you can, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon.